Coming up today on the Village Idiom.
Being like a helicopter.
That'd be a
of
good
sorts.
corkscrew.
Yeah, like a corkscrew.
As a pig with the corkscrew on the end of its butt.
Oh, that for a corkscrew.
Yeah.
That'd be really unwieldy to really.
Not a life-size pig.
It's like
Anybody have a corkscrew? 1 second. Ooh, this thing.
Dum dum da da, Village Idiom.
Hello and welcome to the Village Idiom.
We are a podcast that takes a popular saying and takes a shallow, sometimes, if we're lucky, comedic dive into its usage, its origins, and just have fun talking about it. My name is Jurassic Mark.
And I am Skinny.
Good to see you, man.
Feeling it throatily this morning.
Throatily.
I'm throatily skinny.
Yeah, that's a word.
Throatum.
Throatily.
Yes. Is it
Throatily.
a word?
You have a sore throat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's just this is how it
Yeah,
is.
no, that's what they like.
It's
If you're
throatily.
going old English like Shakespeare, yeah, he would say throatily. Let me play a little clip.
I mean, an attempted murder and you send the plaintiff and the defendant out for a cup of coffee? What do murderers get? Brunch?
All right, my methods are informal. Hey, give them a chance. They might
got
work.
nothing.
Wait for it.
Maybe, just maybe, it'll work.
Here it is.
Then again, maybe someday pigs will fly.
You have no idea who it is, though,
No,
right?
I
it's
got
going.
nothing.
It's going back to the '80s. That's a little night court with
Is it Harry Anderson?
Harry Anderson.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Of course we watched it. I had no idea the context though.
It was a little long clip, but there it is. There's our
fun.
Our idiom of the day is
Night court.
when pigs fly, or
That-
pigs might fly, or something like that. We'll get into it. But how's your week?
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my life is awesome.
Any pigs involved?
No, but I was thinking about in terms of pigs flying is just falling. Flying at some point. At some point could anything just fly? If I just shoved it off a
That's
cliff.
falling with style.
Is that what flying is?
That's a quote from Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, okay.
You can't fly. You're a toy. You fall with style.
There it is.
Have you seen those suits? Though, speaking of falling,
Absolutely.
what are they called? They're called.
that squirrel suit, that wingman
Yeah,
thing. Jeb Corliss.
Does it have a name? That suit? Anyway,
Probably.
that's terrifying to me.
Well-
Like that is not.
that amazing video, which probably made the song "Sail" popular, with the AWOL
Right.
Nation or whatever.
Yeah.
When he jumps off that cliff and he's in that little.
So basically it's a
flying
suit,
squirrel suit.
with not wings, but like
It's wings,
Yeah, but it's not wing. Like if I say a
Oh,
suit
I
with
see.
wings, you're picturing Buzz Lightyear.
right? It attaches his hands to his feet. So
Yeah,
that there's
it's
like
webbing.
webbing.
Yeah, it's like a flying squirrel. You were like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
a flying squirrel suit.
But so, how does it end?
He yanks his ripcord like a parachute.
Oh, you do get there's a parachute at the end.
Yeah.
he's not landing in that
At
thing.
the end, you've got to get yourself on this really extreme angle.
That's what I'm saying.
And hit the water and hopefully skip like a rock.
Because they go
A rock going 300
like it's way
kilometers
too
an
many
hour.
minutes that he is flying, like actually flying.
Yeah, well, the way that particular, I guess that's why he chooses it, that particular rock configuration, he gets his initial fall.
The little channels.
Gets his initial fall in order to get the wingsuit doing what the wingsuit does.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it has no lift. And then once he gets his forward momentum, he can control it from there. But then the way that the cliff drops off a second
It's like-
time, then he can engage a parachute.
It's like they looked at hang gliding and were like, yeah,
It's
but
not
what
death-
if we
It's not deathy enough.
what if we chop the wings way back, like just sort of webbing between my hands and my feet?
So what you're saying is, we'll put a motor on it, right?
No. I'm saying it's a suit. Think of like a mechanic's outfit, like a jumpsuit,
Okay, I'm following you.
but webbed between wrist and ankle,
Right, like a hang glider,
but without the wings.
but it's not motorized.
Let's see who like the first jump
Like,
with this
is a
suit.
bad idea.
The first jump.
Well, maybe if you jumped off of like that cliff that went straight out, and then you had like a big, massive field in front of you. Like
I
that went
guess
for
your
miles.
first jump is just parachuting. Like
Right, and hoping.
Yeah, if this does nothing, I've got my parachute on.
I think physicsy type people would probably be involved at some point.
Here's hoping.
I'm not a mathematician here, but hopefully physicsy type people got involved.
So when pigs fly or anything like that, it's basically a humorous way to say that something's impossible.
Yeah,
Right?
that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never,
when pigs
never gonna
fly.
happen. So Yeah, and we've all had many of those, like hopes and dreams, and you're just going, nope, that's never going to happen.
I know we've talked about this previously, but we have tried flying, like we jumped out of a plane together.
Yeah, that's not trying to fly.
Well, I'm still
Hey, you and me, we've tried flying once.
Well, I guess you're right.
I flown in an airplane, and then I jumped out of a perfectly good one.
So, but if you did that and you got the wingsuit, now you're a hero. But if you just got a parachute on, then you're just falling.
And if you got nothing on, you're coming from a dark place.
You're in trouble.
Wings on, you're a hero. Nothing on, you're a pancake. Yeah, that we did. We had I don't know if we've told the whole story, but we jumped out of an airplane, and it was a horrendous story. Like the training
had to go first because I'm the heaviest.
Did they say that?
Oh yeah. No, that's just a fact. So
no, it might be a fact that you were the heaviest in that airplane,
right?
But was the fact that that's why you went first?
Yeah, that plane, in order to I guess
they just couldn't get enough.
We need to get some lift. Get this guy out of here.
What's the elevation? We gotta get. Who can we throw?
I remember the orientation to that was amazing. Where it's like 4 hours of okay, and if this goes wrong, it's gonna open up your parachute inside the plane. It will suck you through the fuselage, and then everyone will die.
Every example.
Next scenario.
If you land on power lines, here's what to do. If you land on the highway, it's like if you land in a herd of cows, like every example. Exactly. If you land in front of a car, I want to land on the spot in the field where we started. That's where I want to land.
But it was for our buddy's 30th birthday.
Yeah,
and so you just got to do it.
Oh, totally. It was a great day.
It nonstop stories. The part that was most disconcerting was the beginning of the day.
When no one was there?
When no one was there. And we're like, we're here for our
appointment.
You got to
be here at 7 a.m.
We're here for our appointment. No one's there. Finally.
Anybody in there?
Finally, someone's like, oh, yeah, sorry, like Tony isn't here right now. Yeah, he got totally drunk last night. He's so hungover. He can't.
And our other instructor, same thing.
Oh, that's just not going to happen.
And then we walk around the hangar or the building or the trailer, basically, and there's more beer cans on the ground than I think I've ever seen in one place. It looked like a music festival had happened there. But I think it was just their flight instructors, their jump instructors.
Just two of them. And so then they had a lovely lady come and teach us for a few hours.
While eating her sandwich.
I don't remember that.
She's just like, sorry guys, oh. Flange.
Is that the code? Flange.
No, flange is the chord at the very end.
Flare.
It was flare.
Is it flare?
Like flare? Flange.
Flange. That sounds like a name, like her name. Flangy.
Maybe her name was Flangy.
She's the Flying Angie. We just call her Flangy.
Oh, Flying Angie. Flangy. That's what it was. Oh, man. Yeah, so these two pigs flew.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those fun, don't need to repeat for me. But yeah. It all went tragic.
I'm down for trying. I don't know. I'm not anxious to do it again, but I would.
Sure.
If
Do you remember the low budget version that you did as kids where you would like get one of your siblings to like lie on their back and put their feet kind of in this springboard position?
Yeah.
And then you'd sit on their feet and then
on your stomach, like, right?
No, we did it on our backside.
Oh, we'd put our chest or our stomach on their feet and just full on skydiver.
Oh, position. Like you just stay like that?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So I'm talking about they would be on their back with their feet up, and then you would sit on their feet, and then they would eject their feet.
Oh.
Like as hard as they could and launch you across the room.
Hilarious.
That's how I broke my arm the first time.
Really?
My sister broke my arm accidentally.
The first time you broke your arm more than once?
She was the launcher. Yeah. She was
the launch lady?
In Launch Lady Land. Yeah, she launched me across the room. I was trying to fly, but pigs do fly or fall with no style.
Yeah,
fell on my arm, and that was the end of that.
Do you know what the most commonly broken bone of the body is? I would have said arm. It's the collarbone.
Your heart.
Collarbone. It's like I'm not even sure where that is, but that's the most common break.
I had my kid was born with a broken collarbone. True story.
Really?
Yeah.
See, told you.
There you go. Starting off life that way. That was the first time or second time I broke my arm. Second time when pigs flew was we were down in this area we called affectionately the ravine because it was in a ravine.
We lived in a different there were video games, but we were mostly in the ravine.
Yeah, we did a lot of ravine time. And in the ravine, down with your BMX bikes. You remember BMX was like huge, like
Oh, yeah.
in that way. I know it's like kind of more X Gamesy now.
Yeah.
But it was like everybody had a BMX.
Totally. Or you bought the kit to modify the banana seed bike that you parents got you into a BMX.
Sure, because you were gonna ride that banana seed anymore.
Yeah.
And hit some rocks, flew over the handlebars, broke my arm. Same arm.
Same break?
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah. Just kids being stupid.
Yeah.
Pigs don't fly. Humans don't fly.
I had, speaking of actual pigs, I had maybe a couple years ago, I was at a farm, took my daughter to this farm, like, I think it was around Halloween, like pumpkin patch farm, pet the animals, all these kinds of things. And they had baby piglets. And, and like, there's not a cuter animal, right? And you could get in there and pick them up. And so I took a selfie with a piglet and put it on Instagram and made some stupid, like,
Bacon joke?
yeah, like, I can't believe I ate bacon this morning. Look at this little guy. And like complete strangers, I don't have that many followers on Instagram, but complete strangers just berating me for mentioning bacon in a post with a baby piglet. I'm like, I'm at a farm. This is probably going to be bacon.
How does the story end to you?
Yeah. And so one in particular who just like up one side of me, down the other, I started following her and she had a piglet. And
man.
like goes for jogs on the beach with her piglet. And I'm just like, okay, it's a little close to home.
I guess.
Like I wasn't holding a kitten going, I can't believe I ate cat this morning.
There's nothing like kitten meat.
So, but yeah, like I was like, wow, she would not leave me alone.
But out of every terrible thing that you've ever said or done, that's the one. That's the one that's going to get you some attention on Instagram.
Traction. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So but piglets.
I think of all the things we've ever said, or goofed around, or just in jest, or something was.
Well, this is the nature of the world we live in too, right? Where you say anything, and if you're public enough, it could be 20 years ago, and it's going to come back up and go.
Yeah.
You said you wanted bacon.
You like bacon. You're an animal.
That was 2017.
I still like bacon.
Yeah. I guess if you just like, I've been watching comedians in cars getting coffee, and there's this great one where Jerry Seinfeld takes out Jerry Lewis.
Wow.
And Jerry Lewis died at 91 in 2017. It must have been.
So did like Jerry just like load up a coffin, or what did he do?
Well, they go out for breakfast.
Slip him in the ashtray.
And Jerry Lewis is just so particular. He's like, I want 3 fried eggs.
like Rain Man?
And no. He's just like, and I
Wednesday.
want very, 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 very stiff bacon. And this plate of bacon comes out. I've never, like, there was so much bacon. I felt like that was the silver tray at a buffet.
Right.
And it was all for Jerry Lewis. Even Jerry Seinfeld is just going, wow.
Right.
Like, do you know how many pigs gave their lives for that plate?
If Jerry Lewis is coming to your restaurant, you can give him as much bacon as he wants.
Yeah, he's 91.
Sure.
Like, you eat all the bacon you want. You've earned it. You want some salt?
Deb's grandma, when she was getting on in years, in her like late 80s, and doing the doctor's visit, and she's like, like, I should probably cut out butter, cut butter out of my diet. And he's like, at your age, you just eat all the butter you want. Like, it's not gonna matter. Like, yeah. If the butter's not gonna get you now, or it will, and die with a smile on your face.
Sure. Yeah.
That's just how that goes. You kind of want to know what got you.
Growing up in Vancouver, we always went to the PNE, the Pacific National Exhibition. It's our version of like the fair, right? It's a big city, but right in the heart of the city, there's these fairgrounds. And we always, I'm sure it's not our fair only, but the one thing I always look forward to is the pig races.
Oh yeah, that's
little
awesome.
Baby pig races, right? And so that came to my mind when we talk about when pigs fly. Those pigs fly around that track.
They're conditioned that if you get there first, you get to eat.
Yeah, and they are moving. Yeah. And it's hilarious, and all the same jokes every year.
Yeah.
And they're all named. See, I get in trouble, but they're all named. All those little piglets are named like the Baconator, and they all have food references. Like Porky, that's cute. No, that's the meat that comes from a pig.
Right.
Here's Hammy. Here's Porky. Here's Bacon. Like,
exactly.
it's all part of a complete breakfast.
Absolutely.
Racing for their...
It's like they're racing right off into a meat grinder.
First one there lives. Where did Porky go?
Little Fargo. So, anyways, as I was going through, I did come across really something I thought was interesting on the original version. I'm sure you caught in with that, but maybe we should head into some origins.
Let's do it.
I said some words, where'd they go? Where'd they go? No one can know. I turned around and looked behind. Those words came from another mind. Origin!
All right, let's get into the nerdy and the dirty origins. You want me to lead it off, or you got something there?
I do have something, but why don't you give us some...
Okay, well, first of all,
some
I
real
love
things.
the English language. I think it's fascinating.
Oui.
And so I learned a new word in the research for this. Have you ever heard of the word adeniton?
Adeniton. No, I know what a debutante
Actually, it might be
is.
adeniton. Adeniton.
No.
So
Is that like when you
this,
scrape
when
yourself?
pigs fly, is an adeniton.
Wow, I've never heard this.
So there's hyperbole, which is like an exaggerated form of something. That's a hyperbole. Hyperbole, improbable. An adeniton is a figure of speech so hyperbolic that it needs its own word. So it emits complete impossibility.
Impossibility.
Yeah, it's not improbable. An exaggerated form of something. I can't think of a hyperbole right off the top of my head, but this is an adeniton. When pigs fly, it describes an actual, exaggerated, usually humorous impossibility. So there. Word of the day, adeniton.
I like it. Why pigs? Of all things that can't fly, we can't fly.
Yeah, it's true.
When people
they
fly,
they did. Some
when
people
humans fly.
have just sort of talked about that. Like, it's just the most unlikely looking, like, body shape.
But they have legs. How about a snake? Or
Oh, that's funny.
yeah.
I think some snakes fly, right? Or is it just leaping from tree to tree? I'm
There's
thinking
leaping-
of monkeys.
Like, is that a thing?
I feel like I can
I'm
picture
never going
like,
into the forest
that
again.
striking from a tree, a snake striking out, but kind of flies across.
That just hangs on with his fangs.
But a pig is just this frumpy. I guess a cow would be worse when cows fly.
Right.
When pigs fly.
Wonder why they picked
Pig
it.
is kind of shaped like a bee. They say bees shouldn't be able to fly by their shape.
Right, and they have appendages that apparently move really fast.
Yeah,
So pig might be able to fly.
if they just got enough speed.
That's like if you throw a pig inside of a wingsuit, run him off a cliff, he will fly.
There's other sayings that mean kind of the same thing. Like when hell freezes over, that would be an adeniton.
Or like something with a shell.
One that made
Like a slug or a snail.
slugs don't have shells.
Right.
You're thinking of an oyster.
When oysters fly. It's way less likely.
Wayne's World had a great one that became popular, and it originated in Wayne's World.
Okay.
Yeah, when monkeys fly out of my butt. Same kind of thing. And then I found one. They were all associated with when pigs fly. This is the kind of what it means. And one was a biblical example. It's easy for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle.
Yes.
And it's just like there's an adeniton.
Yeah, I think that one was related to the height of a camel, but a camel being able to kneel
To kneel.
through, and the eye of a needle was an entrance to a passage in the side of a wall.
I've heard that. Is that true? Was it actually
My
referencing?
understanding that is accurate,
All right, so it's not.
but without the context, then
Yeah.
it sounds like when oysters fly,
Like when a camel passes
snails-
through the eye of a needle.
when snails fly, because a snail can never get up the speed necessary to generate enough lift on its wingspan. Just think about that.
Wow. Did you ever hear about the snail
Jumps off. Snail. Boom.
that
Paywall Nation.
added wheels to his shell
No.
and put a motor on the back?
Like that movie?
Is there a movie?
There's a movie about like really fast snails.
Oh no, they converted its shell into an automobile.
Okay.
Motor and everything, and then it's like, I need a number, and he's like, no, I need a letter. Everybody puts numbers on their race car, puts an S, and this snail goes racing past, and someone just goes, wow, look at that S car go.
Is that your joke for the day?
No, it just popped into my head right now. I didn't make it up. I've heard it before.
That's terrible. I was like,
All right,
this is awful.
the original version of pigs might fly was pigs fly with their tails forward. Did you read that?
Yes, that's the one I was getting to.
Yeah.
So the original version of the succinct phrase, pigs might fly, was pigs fly with their tails forward. First found in a list of Proverbs from 1616.
Yeah. John Withal. Withal. And pigs fly in the air with their tails forward was the quote from the Short Dictionary for Young Beginners. So that's 1616.
What do you think of, are you a fan of the curly, like the curly
fries?
Curly fry, sure.
I'm a fan of curly fries.
Yeah?
For sure.
You don't hate curly
I'm a fan of Curly from the Three Stooges. I'm a fan of Curly from the 1980s Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, wow. That's 3 quick curly references.
And I'm a fan of the curly... Why are you asking if I'm a fan of the curly pigtail?
Some people don't like curly fries.
Oh, you're actually asking about curly fries?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I thought it would be an interesting conversation.
Okay. Yeah, we could talk about potato products now.
Sure. Because it messes. So depending on the diameter of the fry, depends on the crispness.
What are we talking about?
Well, the curly end of a pig being the flying thing, like a helicopter.
That'd be a good
sorts.
corkscrew.
Yeah, like a corkscrew.
As a pig with the corkscrew on the end of its butt.
Oh, that 4 corkscrew.
Yeah.
That'd be really unwieldy to really.
Not a life-size pig.
It's like
They may have a corkscrew. 1 second. Ooh, this thing.
no one would have drinking problems.
Nobody would want to. I can only open this bottle of wine with a pig butt.
But that gross. You're doing it wrong. Put that pig down. You're doing it wrong.
So 1616 jump to curly fries.
The diameter of the fry related to its crispness.
Yeah.
And that this curly action, because I don't know, it's all touching each other when it's all compressed. You know, the curly Q in its compressed form leaves the fry too tight to be deep fried properly, and so they're mushier than a regular fry.
Oh, when they haven't separated. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is a travesty. And I'm even talking about tornadoes, which is entirely different.
Yeah.
Like a flattened out potato.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just talking about a curly fry.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Good chat. The next one was in 1732. Thomas Fuller in, I don't know how to say it. It starts with a G though. Nomologia was the first to explicitly single out just that, not with a tail forward, which I don't know what the definition of that first one in 1616, pigs fly with their tails forward. Why the tails forward part of that?
Now,
I couldn't find it.
In terms of a timeline,
I just heard it as a
way
reference.
before like helicopters, right? Mm-hmm. And so there wouldn't even be like a helicopter reference, because now you might even think of like a Bugs Bunny situation where a pig might
right
and fly away.
See, when I picture pigs fly with their tails forward, I picture a wasp. You know how those pictures of like the Charlotte Hornets and its tails forward while it's flying forward. It's like, I'm coming to get you.
That actually sounds like a Bugs Bunny with like a pig's tail getting
probably.
And then
picture the pig under the left arm and you wind up the tail.
I could see Bugs Bunny ending it with, well, I guess pigs do fly.
Yeah, exactly.
And that'd be the end.
So yeah, nomologia. It says that is as likely as to see an hog fly. So there's the first example of it as a hyperbolic situation. So 1616 was the first reference to pigs flying in literature. 1732, first one used in the way we use it now. Here's, speaking of literature, I don't know if you came across this. I thought this was kind of fun. American literature author John Steinbeck, I'm sure you've heard of him. He was told by his professor in school that he literally has this quote where he's like, yeah, you'll be an author when pigs fly. Like, he had no faith in his ability to write, but John Steinbeck wanted to be an author, right? So eventually he becomes this world-renowned novelist. And here's the cool part. In every book he's written, it starts with an insignia that says, ad astra per alas porci, which translated means to the stars on the wings of a pig, and sometimes adds an image of a flying pig and that he calls Pegasus. Just to say to his professor, ha ha,
Pegasus.
Look at me go.
I've never heard that. Pegasus.
Yeah. So John Steinbeck,
that is a
little message to his professor in every book.
A fantastic mashup. A pig and
Yeah, Pegasus.
a pig. That's a flying pig.
Of course.
That's amazing. It's Pegasus. I have one on the little symbology as well. Farmer Brown. Farmer Brown loved his pig Porky so much, he treated it just like one of the family. Even when he was signing Christmas cards, he'd write, "Love Porky and Farmer Brown." Family member asked, so when you do sign for the cards, I noticed that you write a snout, O, snout, O. And I have no idea what that's about. Why do you write snout O, snout O? Farmer Brown says, well, that's actually from Porky. He tells me to do that. It's hugs and kisses.
Oh my goodness. All right. Shouldn't it be snout X then?
Is that what a kiss is?
Kiss is the X.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong.
So you wrote
I've been doing this all wrong.
hugs and hogs. That's good. Did you make that up though?
Hugs and
Other
hogs,
than
yeah.
the X. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, snout O.
I just thought
Hugs
I'm going
and
to try and
kisses.
do, I didn't make this up. I'm going to try to do a joke. It just popped into my head while you were telling that, but it's a little long. I'll try and do the rapid fire.
Okay.
This guy goes to visit a farmer and he's giving a little tour of the farm, and out comes this little pig with only 3 legs.
Okay.
It's like, oh, poor little guy has only 3 legs. Oh, this pig is amazing. This pig, you want to know what happened? This pig, one time he saved my daughter from the barn was on fire. This pig ran into the fire, saved my daughter. He's like, you're kidding me. No, I'm not even kidding. So that's what happened to his leg? No. Oh, what happened to his leg? Yeah, there was another time. This pig is so smart. My son, he was just a toddler, started to just sort of waddle out into traffic. And this pig saw a truck coming. Truck didn't see my son. This pig ran out in front of the truck, pulled my son to safety.
This joke is amazing so far.
Oh man, is that what happened to the pig's leg? No. But there was another time in the middle of the night. Someone was breaking into our home. We were all asleep. We didn't hear a thing, and the pig in the barn came out and bit the intruder on the ankle and squealed loud enough to wake all of us. We were able to call the police, take care of things, and had to fight off this intruder. He's like, what? This one pig.
I'm invested in this.
And he says, yeah, it's amazing. So that's what, so that the intruder get a hold of his leg or something? No. Well, what happened? Why does the pig only have 3 legs? Oh, a pig this amazing. You don't eat it all at once.
Way better of a joke.
I didn't make that up.
Oh,
Okay, we're running out of time here. In 1909, in a kind of funny attempt to prove that pigs can take flight, aviator Baron Brabazon of Tara, better known to his friend as John Theodore Cuthbert Moore, this is funny, better known to his friends, and it's 6 names. Brabazon took a piglet in his private biplane. This is
all fake right now.
beginning of airplanes, right?
Okay.
A pig on the outside of the biplane airplane in a waste paper baskets, just so he could say pigs can fly.
It's
1909.
ridiculous.
Oh,
When he's
yeah?
like, my friends call me something that's like a half an hour long to say.
Yeah, that's
You're like,
ridiculous.
oh, that's why I've never heard anyone tell you, because you have no friends.
Exactly. Okay, so we play a little game called Riddle Link. And we take a 2-part, usually trivia-based question, and it requires a 2-part overlapping answer. And so I'll give you a little example, because last week when our topic was rain check, right? We left all our illegitimate children with this riddle link. The inventor of the detachable rain check sings the song Fireflies. Now, if you listen to the episode, the person who invented the perforated rain check on baseball tickets, his name was Abner Powell. And do you know who sings Fireflies? Is Owl City.
Okay.
So Abner Powell City would be the correct answer.
Great.
That's how you play Riddle Link.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let me give you one.
Give me one.
That'll never happen by casting feathers and twine on the river.
That'll never happen by casting feathers and twines on the river. That'll never. So when pigs fly. When pigs fly. Casting what?
Feathers and twine.
Feathers and twine. Oh. Is it
Yes,
is it just fly fishing? Is it when pigs fly fishing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When
I was
pig-
picturing like feathers and twine, like big for some reason.
No.
Okay, good.
I went small.
I like it.
Okay, what do you got- what do you
I
got
got
for
one
me?
for you. This strain of influenza is from hell.
What is that one?
What is it? It's H1N1 is your clue.
Yeah. What is that one?
H1N1 is also known as
The swine flu.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me again.
Okay. This strain of influenza is from hell. So you got the first half, swine flu, which
From
is
hell.
which I can't believe we didn't mention in this episode. Swine flu and When
yeah.
Pigs Fly. That's why I used it.
No.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. Swine flu.
Yeah.
Oh man, how did that?
I thought for
escape me the
sure
whole time?
you would bring it up, and so
No,
I
it's
was going
so
to come back
good.
to it. Yeah. So swine flu.
From hell. Swine Lucifer.
That's it.
Is it?
Swine flucifer.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, swine flu. When pigs fly.
I had nothing. I was just saying words that may have something to do with hell.
You got it.
Good one.
You know you're Lucifer.
Well, there you go.
You got one?
The Three Stooges, like
Oh.
like coiled potato strings.
There it is. I was like, there's got to be a reason why we're talking about curly fries. Say it again.
The Three Stooges,
Yeah.
like coiled potato strings.
I got to name them? Oh, man. Larry, Moe, and curly fries?
Yes. Why are we talking about this?
So ridiculous. No segue. Hey, how you feel about curly fries? It's like a pig, right?
And then I can't believe it missed swine flu.
Right, there you go.
Oh.
Okay, I got one more. I'm going to leave for everybody else, but why don't you tell them how they can get a hold of us, how they can answer, and tell us if you have any cute little pig story about how a pig saved your life. Write in. Tell us. Maybe you could be on the next episode of The Village Idiom.
Okay. You can email us at thevillageidiompodcast@gmail.com, Instagram at the.village.idiom, or Facebook, YouTube, Twitter at 3 Minutes Gone.
Beauty. Okay, this
Send
one.
us home, buddy.
This one's for everyone out there. Kermit's girl rapper raps fancy.
Nice.
It's a tricky one.
Okay. Well, we enjoyed putting today's episode together. We hope you enjoyed listening.
We did.
I am Skinny,
I am Jurassic Hambone Mark.
and these are the Village Idioms.
When pigs fly high.
That's 3 minutes gone.